Hi kids, today we are going to continue our previous chapter that we have already started. It is class 7 chapter 1 integers and we are going to cover the topic of subtraction. Again we are going to read some rules and accordingly we are going to continue. So the rule is if a and b are two integers given to us, then simply if b is getting subtracted from a, what you need to do is that you need to change the sign of b and add it to a. So I can see here I have a minus b. So I am subtracting b from a, but b is positive. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply change from positive b to negative b, and instead of subtracting, I'm going to add it to a. So this is what my subtraction of integers is all about. So basically you have to subtract to subtract we have to change the sign of b and add it back to a. Let's take examples because examples help us in clear understanding. If we have to subtract plus 4 to be subtract from plus 2. So what am I supposed to do? This is a minus b like given here. Simply my a is going to remain same, which is plus 4. My minus sign here is going to convert to plus, and my positive of b is going to become negative of b. So this becomes plus 4 plus minus 2, and whenever I have two signs, alike signs, what do? I simply subtract the signs and put the sign of the bigger absolute value. So if I take out the absolute value, 4 will be bigger, which has a positive sign, and I have to simply find the difference. So what does it happen? 4 minus 2 becomes a 2, and since the absolute value of 4 will be bigger, the answer will be plus 2. Let's take another example. If you're getting confused with the absolute values, you should check my video 1 and video 2 where I've discussed about absolute values, and in the next video I have discussed about some addition of your integers, which is going to help you here. Let's take example number 2. Example number 2 is you have to subtract plus 6 minus 4. Again, very simple. What are we supposed to do? Plus 6 remains as it is. My minus sign is going to change and become to a positive, and the sign of my b, which is the next integer, is also going to change. So this becomes a plus 4. So what is it going to happen here? 6 plus 4 is going to give me the answer 10. That's it. It is as simple as this. You don't have to get confused. Just follow the rule and your answers will be perfect. Let's find out. Let's do some more examples. So if you have to do minus 11 minus 11 minus 8. Now what do I see here? Okay, so third example is minus 11 minus 8. Now I can clearly see here that my a is going to remain as it is. My sign in the center is going to change to a positive, and my sign again with the b is going to change. Now let's remember what we used to do when we had two unlike signs in integers and we had to add them. So whenever you have two unlike signs and you have to add them, you simply find out the difference between the two numbers. So 11 minus 8 gives me a 3. Now depends what sign is going to come. For that we have to check out which integers out of these two is going to have the bigger absolute value. So 11 is going to have a bigger absolute value. So what is the sign with 11? It is negative. So my answer comes out to be minus 3. It is very simple. Just go by the steps and go by the process. Let's do one more question. Minus 3 minus plus 7. Now again, let the a be as it is, minus 3. My negative sign in the center is going to become addition, and my positive sign with the b is going to change to a negative. Now, what we used to do when we had to find out the sum of two integers where their signs were alike, that is rule 1, when you had like signs and you had to find the addition, simply add both the numbers, and when you add both the numbers, put the sign of the numbers, both the numbers, the common sign of both the numbers. So simply I'm going to find the absolute value 3 and 7. 3 and 7 becomes a 10, and which is the sign for both the numbers? It is minus 10. That is my answer. I have few more questions lined up for your practice. Now let's pay attention to this question. This question says you have to subtract first integer from the second one. So now when we have to subtract the first integer from second, what are we going to do? You have to subtract first from second. So this becomes minus 54 minus 27. First from second. So second one is going to come in front and first one is going to go back. So again, A is going to remain as it is. The sign in center is going to change. The sign with the B is going to change. Now I have to add the two numbers, two integers. I have two different signs, rule number 2. So I'm simply going to subtract 54 and 27. The answer is going to be 14 minus 7, 7. 4 minus 2, 2. And now when I find the absolute value of 54 and 27, 54 is being the highest. So the sign of 54 is going to come with 27. Answer comes minus 27. Again here, subtract the first integer from the second. So 18 minus 6. Now here I have basically plus 6 and plus 18. 18 plus is going to remain as it is. This sign is going to be negative and this sign is going to be, this negative sign is to become positive, and 6, which is a positive number, is going to become a negative. So 18 minus 6 is going to give me a 12. And which number out of these two has a higher absolute value? Correct, 18. So 18 has a positive sign, so my 12 is going to be positive. So kids, that's it for this video. If you are liking my content, don't forget to like my videos. Please drop a comment so I will get motivated further to post more videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead and please subscribe. Bye bye for now.